Minister Eriksen Søreide, admirals, sailors, it's a great pleasure to be on board at Fridtjof Nansen for many reasons, but it's great to see this modern, well-equipped ship and with highly skilled personnel. And I have to admit that I feel in one way at home, and it's great to see how this frigate is contributing to the collective defense of NATO. And in many ways, the Fridtjof Nansen is an example of how we are doing things together in NATO, because this ship was built at the Spanish shipyard. It was equipped with a lot of advanced and modern equipment from the United States and other NATO allied countries, and then it's operated by and owned by the Norwegian Navy. And the ship has a proud history, participating in many different NATO missions and operations, off the Horn of Africa fighting piracy. I saw you actually participating in the Trident Juncture exercise some months ago. I think it was out of Portugal. And you have also participated in our activities in the Mediterranean. And now you are going to be part of this high-end exercise in anti-submarine warfare. And this exercise is one part of the adaptation of the alliance to a more challenging security environment with new threats, new challenges, and we have to respond. And that's exactly what NATO is doing. And we know that naval capabilities are as important as ever. We know that around 70% of the surface of the Earth is covered by sea, oceans, and 90% of world trade is carried by sea, and 50% of oil cargo is carried by ships at the sea. So naval capabilities, navies are more and more important, and therefore NATO has to be able to operate on the sea, over the sea, and also under the sea. And that makes submarine warfare and anti-submarine warfare just more and more relevant for the alliance. The exercise is important, partly because you test equipment, you test different vessels, how the equipment can be used, how it can be applied on different kinds of tasks and challenges. But perhaps the most important reason why the exercises, why this exercise, but also other exercises are so important, is that it is to make sure that people can work together, enhance what we call interoperability, the ability of sailors, personnel from different NATO allied countries work together. So I welcome very much this. NATO has implemented the biggest reinforcement of our collective defense since the end of the Cold War. Not to provoke a conflict, but to prevent the conflict. We know that strong deterrence is the best way to prevent a conflict, and therefore we have responded in the way we have done. But NATO does not seek conflict. Actually, we will continue to strive for cooperation, for a more constructive relationship with Russia. But we know that there is no contradiction between strong defense and dialogue, and this exercise is a part of this adaptation where we emphasize both defense and dialogue at the same time. So I look forward to learn more about the ship, more about the people and the personnel which are on board, and I wish you all the best with the exercise, and I say happy hunting, because I know that you're going to hunt some submarines. Thank you so much, and it's great to be here in Trøndelag, or in Trondheim, with this very typical Norwegian weather. So it's always nice to be in Trondheim. Thank you.